Okay, here on Cousin Eddie. Last time I rode this a couple times a few weeks ago, right when it first opened up, and really soft, like carpet, shag carpet riding. A little muddy in spots, but not too bad. The wind was constantly swirling. Today, I think the trails should be in pretty good condition. Should be running super fast. There's a pretty brisk wind from the southeast that should be manageable. It'll make it kind of interesting, but all in all, these I think conditions are getting back to where they're supposed to be on Shreddy. So, all right, dropping in. Yeah, it already feels way faster. I got some marmots building. Yeah, way faster. Back so much faster, I'm having a hard time adjusting almost because it's so much faster than it was before. Oh, allergies. Yeah, wind is right from the southeast. Should make it pretty interesting. Well, that's getting washed out there. That jump needs a new lip. A lot of these jumps need new lips now. Whoa, that wind. Right where you don't want it. That needs a new lip too. It should make that jump flip a little taller and then make the knuckle landing about 3-4 feet further. Because you wish that last jump you could just let it fly, come out of there, pick up speed, and maybe build a right hip or something, but still good. That wasn't a bad first lap. All right, Cousin Eddie, Cousin Shreddy lap 2. Track is still a little loose, like I was saying, but it's fast, really fast, especially with this wind coming from the southeast. Kind of makes things a little janky on a couple of the sideways trails, but woo, no problem gaining speed today on the Shredster. Dropping the Shredster. Gotta come knock those thistles down. They always grow up right in that section where you don't necessarily want it, that's for sure. Got thistles in the knuckles before a couple times. They go chop out those roots in that side of that hill, so you can really throw a nice hip off it, or kind of. Oh, I straight aired that. That was weird. Yeah, that wind coming from the southeast, you feel it right off that, especially here. Right to this jump, you have to crank like a mug to clear it. Oh, I gotta build that lip up. It's so rounded. People just, instead of jumping it, so many of the intermediate level riders just, they roll that, treat it like a roller coaster or something. Ooh, frogs. Some of those suckers. Cool. Alright, lap 2 in the books. Alright, up at Dead Reckoning. I just did 3 laps at Cousin Eddie. Figured I'd come up here, check out conditions. Actually, surprisingly good. I haven't hit it yet. It's been almost 5 months since I've rode this. The dirt looked really hero on the way up, like really good. And I talked to a buddy of mine in the parking lot who's here. He didn't hit Dead Rack, but he hit Arsalon. Said they'd rebuilt lips. Seemed to be pretty poppy on the way up. Looking at Dead Rack, I didn't see any lips rebuilt. So we'll see. The wind has just, as my way is, I'm like a wind magnet, I swear. So wind's picked up on a. Wait a sec. Well, I don't know. Let's just drop in. I could be waiting all day. Should be good. Well, that's pretty windy. Oh, that is. We'll see what it's like coming out of these 2 doubles. Yeah, it's pretty windy. Man, that is hard to hit. Short of that, the lips need to be rebuilt. I shorted the step down, the hip, just a bit, cased it, which I never do. But it's the wind and the lips are rounded out, which are making it a little jankier than normal. So bike's popping good, but I think I might switch to Arcylon for a second lap, just because this wind is I didn't feel it too much on the wind too much on the climb. I got to the top when I was coming out of the trees with the 2 doubles. No, I gotta do it again. I keep saying I'm not gonna do something, but I didn't like kind of hitting the knuckle on that left hip step down. So I'm gonna go. Everything else is clean. Not quite as steezy as I like, but everything else felt clean except for that one. So let's go back up. Do it another time. Dropping, second lap. Dead wreck. Whoa! That's better. I just had to adjust for the wind. So good. Ooh, that wind. I go back up, and if I do a slow climb, just hit one. Soon finish with Arsalon. That was good. I was a little worried about being so tired after 3 laps at Cousin Eddie, and then the wind was made it a little harder. But all in all, it's pretty good. I wish I'd build some of these lips back up, make it a little poppier. But yeah, I'll talk to Derek, see if he'll let me come do some shaping. Anyway, that was it's a good lap all in all. Second lap on Dead Reckoning since I think it was like the first week in November. So see, maybe second week, but I think it was first week. It was good. Still need to work on that first triple into the step down. That sucker always requires so much pedaling into it. It's the only part, literally the only part of the whole trail that requires you to actually do anything. It's that first triple out of that big berm. You get those 2 doubles right out of the trees, and you get that long triple. It's like a 25-foot triple. It isn't like crazy long or anything, but that lip is just, it's been nubbed down, kind of rolled over, rounded, and they just built that lip back up just like 6 inches. That's it. That'd be like no problem. You wouldn't have to crank so hard out of the berm. One of the things I love about being up here at Dead Reckoning is this climb. I know we're at like, I don't know, 7,500 feet, 7,600 something here, but just the pines. Get these intermittent, I think these actually might be fir. Anyway, evergreens. It just smells so good. Although I just passed a big chunk of moose poop. I was talking about evergreens, breathing in deep, and then got a full whiff of moose poop. Good for what ails you, I guess. All right, Arsalon this time. Arsalon's always a interesting one. I figured after Cousin Eddie and 2 laps of Dead Reckoning, it makes sense to finish up on Arsalon. This one I don't ride much anymore. Oh, the heck was that? What was that? How that was just a... Just a rock into my rim, hopefully. But I'm gonna check it out. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it was a metal ping. I don't like the sound of. Whoa, that wind, I straight aired it. It got a gust push from right to left. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. That is gusty. Ooh, not as gusty as I thought. I really cranked a lot harder than I thought. It's like the tree there blocked the wind because I went deeper than I thought. Wow, I'm tired. Hard of breath. Oh, that's a wind out of the right off that step down. Whew. Oh. Whew. Okay, I'm burnt. I'm crispy. I'm burnt now, brother.